My name's Mary Lily.
I'm Marshall.
And I'm Caitlin. And we're the hosts of Unveiled Opinions.
Three newly and almost wed girlies with a podcast on any and everything wedding related. Hey guys.
Hi.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. How was everyone's weekend?
So fun.
Well, you guys are gearing up for like fun trips this week. You're both leaving me.
Bye.
Where are you girls going? Marshall, you're celebrating a birthday.
I am. I'm just going to Litchfield, South Carolina. So.
Where you were married.
Yes. And
The scene of the crime.
it was a place, yeah. No, can't wait. I'm going with my mom, and Gil's coming for a couple days, so we're just gonna have a chill.
We're letting Gil come for a few days.
Gil's allowed to come.
We'll allow it.
My mom was like, "Are you gonna you told Gil about it, right?" I was like, "No, I didn't." And so she texted him separately.
Stop it.
I was like, you're invited to this, and he's like, "Marshall didn't."
He's like,
tell
I
me."
didn't know Marshall was
like-
leaving.
No, he was like, "Marshall told me that y'all are having a girls weekend," and I was like, "You can come."
You can stop by.
When are you leaving? I'm just kidding.
It's
But
like-
he
you're
does have
like-
to go to work.
You're like, here's when you can arrive and here's when you must depart.
I was like, I need to know the dates and times of when you will be making your appearance.
You always
Yeah.
have to celebrate Marshall's birthday either at Blowing Rock or at Polly's. She makes you.
Yeah.
She makes
I mean,
whoever.
last year
Yeah.
was a Charlotte one. I don't think I went anywhere.
You
But
had
I did,
stuff going on.
I did
too.
make everyone come to Restoration Hardware, though.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
I was there.
I know. Then I
got-
blacked out the rest of the day.
Yeah, me too.
That's a good birthday.
Isn't it fun?
Whoops.
Caitlin, where are you going? Whoops. Bye.
We're going to British Virgin Islands.
Oh, fun.
So fun.
So fun.
You're going to come back with a
I
tan.
know. I'm going to be so pasty.
You'll probably come back with a tan.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
It's so,
yeah.
I mean, it was 90 degrees today.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I can go on the beach, I'll go to the pool. So, either one. Or I'll get a spray tan before I come back. Who cares? I don't know.
So last week we talked about kind of part one of finding your perfect dress. And so this week we're going to dive into part two and really start with the things that you need to bring.
To your appointments.
Thanks for the clarification.
That's called an ad lib. Improv, Marshall.
Improv.
Improv.
Not this whole podcast. This whole podcast is actually us acting.
This is all an ad lib.
So what were your top things? What did you bring to your appointments?
My glowing personality.
Oh God, that's a lie.
I was positive that day.
I knew I wanted to wear my hair back with my wedding. I wear my hair like pulled back with a straight part a lot. So I like just made sure to have my hair like that. And like, I just did simple makeup, but I did want to like look pretty so
Yeah.
that when I looked in the mirror, like I wasn't like, whoa,
Like,
Whoa,
put makeup on. Yeah.
What is this girl?
That was important to me. And then like I brought a lot of inspo pics, and like the place I went where I knew the designer, there was like actually certain dresses I wanted to try on.
Yeah.
So I was like, hear ye, hear ye.
Did you bring undergarments, like specific, like Spanx or Skims or anything like that?
I did not, but I feel like it doesn't. I have larger boobs. I feel like
Yeah.
it's different for girls with smaller boobs.
Probably.
Well, I feel like I have smaller boobs. I don't feel like that. I have smaller boobs. That's a fact. And I feel like I can wear whatever without an undergarment.
Yeah. I just feel like some people might
Mine
bring
are
a
fake,
bra
so
to-
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
But
I never wear a bra.
did
I
you
don't
bring
either.
anything, Caitlin?
No, I didn't.
I brought
brought a-
shapewear to my fittings.
I brought a spray tan.
You did. I did.
I didn't do a spray tan, but I was also, it
It was
was
January.
Yeah, same. But I
don't know
I
what
didn't do
month
that.
mine was.
think mine was
Oh, mine was
December?
July.
December, maybe.
Yeah. I didn't bring heels or anything like that. I mean, I just kind of, it was like, okay, it's going to get altered at some point.
Yeah.
Right.
They had heels at my place too.
I don't know if they had heels at my place. I always just stood on a block. Which
Yeah.
honestly
Yeah.
was more comfortable. I was
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
because also like trying on now, getting my fittings, I literally am like sitting on the bench, sticking my feet out at my mom, or I'm like putting the shoes on before, and then I'm like tripping over myself when I step into the dress.
Mm-hmm.
I can't put them on like with the dress.
I did my hair and makeup how I knew I'd probably wear my hair down, and I did my makeup, not like full glam or anything, but like you're saying, I didn't want to like look in the mirror and get like scared.
Yeah.
So I had inspo pics, but yeah, as far as undergarments, I didn't bring anything. But like I said, I was like, the boobs are fake. They're going to sit wherever they go.
I rolled my eyes, and I can't
She
hear that.
always rolls her eyes.
Okay, so actually getting to the day then.
Mm-hmm.
You arrive for your first appointment.
You're nervous. AF.
So nervous.
Hopefully you
my
haven't
God.
eaten.
It's weird too. It's a
I had
weird
coffee.
energy. It's
Yeah.
like you're in a boutique that you've never been in before, and like the staff is like really like hoity-toity.
Yeah, they're very attentive, very like
Very
Like,
attentive.
if you're
yeah.
not their appointment, they're like not looking at you. They're
Did
like
y'all-
walking
yes.
by you, and you're like,
Yes.
"Oh my god, am I not supposed to be here?"
Did y'all have to, like, when you got to the appointment, did y'all fill out, like, any sort of questionnaire, like anything?
I filled mine out online before to get my appointment.
So they had me pick, like, dresses
Yeah.
that I liked, like, star them or whatever on their website before. But once I got there, I had to fill out, like, that was when the budget came in and, like, they asked where my wedding was, a couple of other things.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if every place did that.
the places I went to, I filled out a questionnaire ahead of time, and then I feel like it was like a little recap on like, okay,
yeah.
what's the vibe again? What are your inspo pics?
Yeah.
All of that stuff. And then we just kind of dived into it. They let me pretend to pull dresses.
Yes.
and-
Yes.
But I feel like
Uh-huh.
they were like not real. They were like, we don't actually care what you think.
They kind of did, like, the same.
Wait, did you pull a dress you wanted to try on, and they're like, "You don't want this, actually"?
No, it was that one ball
The first
gown
one.
dress that I pulled. That was
Yeah.
my pick because I was like, oh, it looks.
The first one, and you loved it.
No,
Oh, you thought it was too much fabric for your body.
it was so much fabric and like.
I always remember memories like the opposite. I feel like
You're like, I was there.
the other day
don't
when
know
I was
exactly
like,
what it
"Marshall,
was."
you don't cook or bake."
And I was like, well, that's completely inaccurate.
But
You're like,
I've just been like making facts the opposite recently.
It's
so
the
anything
opposite
she
day.
says is
Seen you?
actually not true.
It's the opposite. Yeah, no, they like let me walk around and they were like, what do you pick a few things you think you like? And they had already pulled stuff.
Oh,
Did they have it at yours? Like each section of the like boutique was like a certain like when
that's how it is at Kleinfeld's.
Yeah, so it was like there was like when I went, it was like these are like the mermaid gowns. These are
Oh.
like they didn't have it by
designer. They have it by designer
well
at
at
Kleinfeld's.
Winnie they're all that's their
That's just from Say
They're
Yes to the
private
Dress. I've
label.
never been.
yeah no
Yeah.
but at where I went it's like that they don't carry other designers they just have theirs so
Yeah.
Right.
yeah so
But they had it, and
based on style
they kind of did,
they
but
didn't
it
have on
was
budget
like,
or anything
yeah, it wasn't on budget.
because my girl Madison was like you don't want to go over there that's not your style and it was like because I told her I didn't want mermaid I didn't want
Yeah.
trumpet or whatever it's called like that like I have
What
scoliosis
was yours?
well those were the only two I said I didn't want I have scoliosis I don't want that hip
I almost
like,
thought about a trumpet.
yeah no
Wait, but what was yours? Just tight?
mine was technically A-line but it was like it was a fitted A-line is what they said
Okay.
yeah but
Tight.
it was tight.
Badass. It did not look like an A-line to me.
I remember when I sent you the picture you go damn that body
Dead.
You're
A
welcome.
winner.
Yeah. Who hypes you up? Me.
sometimes and other times you're like girl you're stupid
Oh
You're
my
welcome.
God. Mary Lily loves to keep us humble.
in a way.
Honesty is the best policy.
But
Let's-
yeah, that's how mine was organized.
Dive into it.
And then we dived in.
Dived straight in.
I couldn't let that one go.
I know. You never can.
She never lets anything.
So,
Guys, now
anyway.
you're all beating up on me.
No.
How do you think I feel?
Dived.
Imagine how it is to be me.
Okay.
That's fine.
So, Mary Lily was alone. Marshall, it was you and your mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I had my mom and then
A
Mary.
small entourage.
I feel like that was small. Mary Lily and Matron of Honor. Do you feel like there was any like influencing from people that you were with of like being, I guess, Marshall or like critical or like the people that were working there? You know what I mean? How did they help you at all in the process?
Yeah, my mom is like the most honest person, especially when it comes to me and anything about me. Like if I get a haircut, she's like, that's really bad. You should let that grow in the nicest way possible. But I knew that she would let me know. Like she wouldn't like get caught up in emotions or anything like that. And then the bridal consultant is a friend of mine. So I knew that she also would be like, Marshall, that looks like shit. Like she would not let me leave with a dress that is not good for my body type or vibe, whatever. So I felt very comfortable.
Caitlin, how did you feel with me being there? How was I?
You were great.
Could
She
you
wants
expand?
more compliments. She wants you to expand on that.
Well, I took all the pictures of Caitlin when she was trying on her dresses.
Yep.
And then I deleted all the ones except for her dress.
I think I still have the hidden album because I deleted.
Wow. She went to recently deleted and made a hidden album. That girl.
Sneaky.
That sneaky little leprechaun.
God.
Luck of the Irish.
So you did go back and look at the other pics. Okay,
I did.
Caitlin, what was it like then for you? We were all fawning over you, I feel like, in every dress, basically. So was it hard? Because we were like...
I feel like you were fawning over me, but I could tell the ones that were genuine and the ones that were not genuine. You know?
I feel like I'm a great actor, but whatever.
Yeah, there were some that it was like, that's nice, but that's not your wedding gown.
It's the tone.
Yeah, but also like when you walk out and you can tell it on the bride's face a lot of the time.
Yeah,
and like
I agree.
I feel like sometimes when the bride walks out with the face, it's almost like they need you to validate how they feel.
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah.
whatever vulnerability they're feeling might show on their face, but they're afraid to say it. Maybe the bridal consultant like is
like
cool and like you're a little self-conscious in front of her and like you want her to leave and like talk to your mom about it alone.
yeah.
Something like
That's
that.
true.
So I think when you're there with the bride, that's like a big thing is trying to read her face and read her body language so you can make it like the best experience for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. And that's where I think it was like helpful to like hear, okay, like this is a pretty dress, but this is not the dress.
Yes.
How many dresses did y'all try on?
I think I tried on like 7, maybe.
Okay.
Something like that.
I think I tried on 5 at the one place and I liked one that was kind of trumpety
Yeah.
and my dad did not like it.
I feel like
Really?
Dad's don't.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
He was like, he thought it was really untraditional.
Mm-hmm.
It was like strapless and like had kind of cleavage a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, he didn't love it. And that was kind of weird. And then I was like, I don't really love it. I
Yeah.
just felt like
Yeah.
my body looked really good.
Right.
So
You're like, I look hot.
yeah, I was like, whatever. So I tried on a few at that time. And the woman really wanted me to get one. I think that's why I was like, okay, this one. And then my dad was like, no. Thank God my dad was like,
Because you would
No.
do it.
Yeah.
Because I would have been like, okay. But yeah, and then I went to the next place. I only tried on 3. And the second
Yeah.
dress I tried on, and he did it that way on purpose.
Yes.
He was like, I want you to try on one. And it was like a dud.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was supposed to be a dud. And then he put the one that I got in the middle, and it was one I didn't pick. And then the one I picked that I thought I wanted
Yeah.
was
the
the
end.
last one.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked the middle one.
What was your order? Do you remember? Like for like what dress you
The
got?
dress. It was towards
do.
the end.
Yeah. Mine was my last one, but it was one that I had favorited or hearted or whatever on the website. And I remember asking him, be like, after all the ones that I tried on, she pulled a few. I was like, what about that last one? Did you pull that one? She's like, yes, like it's in there. And I tried it on and it was
Yeah.
like, that was the one I wanted.
I think, Caitlin, like your second to last one, it was like kind of between 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I really thought you were going to go with the second to last one
yeah.
and not the one you went with. And I don't even remember what the other one looks like
I
now.
don't either.
But I was shocked, but in a good way. It was like happy.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
so happy when you walked out because Caitlin like tried them all on and then went and tried them on again.
I did that too.
And you had like a minute with your stylist alone.
Yeah, she was like, just stay here.
Yeah. Was that helpful? Did you like that she gave you a minute in the room without us all looking at you and stuff, or what?
That actually was helpful because she kind of asked me questions about like how I felt and just what I was seeing. Like, I don't know. It was just a little bit of like, okay, let me process this, because that was the first time I'd ever tried on dresses.
Yes.
I kind of wish that I tried on dresses before an actual appointment, but it all worked out. And so it was nice just to have like a minute.
Wedding's over.
Yeah, the wedding's over. There's not another one.
This is the last time.
Mike starts randomly buying like wedding dresses.
Oh my God.
To wear for
Yeah, she's like
Your
writing them
anniversaries.
yeah, fancy dinner in the dining room with
Oh
Kyle.
my gosh, with all your china that you got.
out. Oh my God. Thank God Kyle got a new dining room table.
I know, thank God. Poor man.
First, Caitlin's dining room table when she moved into Kyle's house, Kyle's friend built it.
No, Kyle built it.
Oh, never mind. That's better. I thought his friend built it, so that's why it was funny. Now I feel bad.
Yeah, he built it. And I said, oop, we got to get rid of this. Sorry.
You're such a carpenter, Kyle, but this has to go.
Yeah, thank
Just
I
like
love
Joseph.
it for you from the Bible.
you. Yeah.
Hey guys, my favorite joke is like, oh my God, my carpenter's son got crucified.
Okay, Marshall, you said you tried on the dress and you like knew.
Yeah.
How did y'all know that it was the dress?
So I was between two because, like you were saying, you tried them on again. So I tried, like my girl Madison was like, how about you try on the two that you were in between? And they were totally different. Like one was like pretty much kind of like a ball gown, almost like more what my Deb dress was. And then this one was like, it had the sleeves that I thought like I definitely wanted, but it was I hearted it on my like whatever.
And you wanted sleeves because it was in the winter?
It was in the
that a
winter.
thing?
And the other one
Yeah.
was strapless. And it didn't have sleeves, which you could put like the coverlet type thing over it.
Right.
And I love that
Like
look.
a lace overlay.
It was,
or
yeah.
Yes.
something.
Yeah, and I would like take it off for the reception.
That was what I
What's it
thought I
called,
wanted.
Caitlin?
It begins with a B.
It does. I just don't remember. What
That
it's
was what I
called.
thought I wanted.
remembered it.
And I loved it, but then after I tried them on again, it's just a certain feeling I feel like you get. You're so happy.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't imagine, like you start imagining your wedding and you're in this dress and you're walking down the aisle in this dress and you're all your pictures. At least that's how it was for me.
Yeah.
And it was like, you almost forget about that other dress. So it's like, if you try on a dress and you forget about all the other dresses you've tried, I would say that like that's your dress.
when you found
Yeah.
it. That is true. And I mean, again, I can't even remember the other dress that it was between.
A bolero.
There we go.
Yes. That was what I went in.
It sounded wrong in my head though. I don't know.
I was saying boutonniere.
It's the same but different.
Whatever.
A bolero. I went in,
Yeah.
was like, I absolutely, December wedding, I want a long sleeve dress or a bolero.
Yeah.
And then they didn't have any boleros. And they were like, you can figure it out afterwards. And I was like, that's not going to work for me.
You're like, I'm not that type.
Yeah. I don't know how, I'm not just going to buy, you can't just buy boleros
Yeah.
and then return them.
Yeah, Caitlin's like, get me it off the mannequin.
She's like, you don't have any.
I was like, this is
But
it.
Okay, but that happened. But then you did like find dresses you fell in love with, which I think is another thing. So you did go in there like set thinking winter wedding long sleeves.
Yeah.
Or like an overlay. You and I had looked at all that stuff on Pinterest, I
Yep.
know. And so then what was it kind of like when that wasn't an option for you to even really try on? Were you like deflated at first or anything? Or you were excited by the option still?
I mean, it was a little like, I don't know.
Were you, like, hesitant?
Disappointed, but just kind of like, huh.
Yeah.
This
It's like
was
you're
the vision.
learning something about the wedding world.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
I thought I would come here and every option would be
Mm-hmm.
available.
Exactly. And so, yeah, I was kind of just like, all right, well, now what? And
That's really how I felt when I went to that
Mhm.
one bridal boutique. I was
yeah,
like, I really want something like traditional and classic. They gave me like one dress that was really like traditional and the other ones were not. They were tight. Like my dad was like,
Yeah.
no.
Mm-hmm.
And I've also seen so many people wear them.
I tried on one and I was like, I told Madison, my bridal consultant, I was like, I think it's a pretty dress, but I'm pretty sure I've been to 5 weddings where the bride has worn
yeah.
this or something similar.
And so I went into the long sleeve and then that wasn't an option. Then it was like, okay, well, now what?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, okay, I want something because at the time I wasn't sure if I was going to do a second dress or not. And I ended up not doing a second dress, but I wanted something that could be 2 different looks in a way.
Yeah.
And so I had like off the shoulder sleeves and then they were able to pin them back. And so it was like fully strapless. And I was like, okay, well, that's still
nice.
kind of accomplishing the bolero look of like, oh, you're going to have lace and then you'll take it off for the reception.
And like you had your like veil for the ceremony and the thing on your shoulders. And then like you couldn't dance in that.
Yeah.
Which I think also like makes it kind of fun. It's like, I can't wear it during the reception really. Like I can't dance in it.
Yeah. Exactly. So it was nice. That was ultimately kind of how I decided. It was like, all right, I'm going to have at least 2 different kind of looks in this. And yeah, I mean, I love it.
Your dress was gorgeous. It was so pretty.
Not at all what I expected, but again, we're
works
not
out.
doing it again. So
Mine was like,
Yes, Mary Lily, how was yours?
I knew it. I don't know.
You feel a certain way.
Yeah. Like after I put on the one that was going to be my dress and then I put on the next one, which is the one that I had like seen online, really wanted to try on all the things. I was just like, no, like I didn't even really want them to like fully pin it on me. I was like, it's okay. Like get this off me. I want to get back in the other one. And I just like got back in the other one. And then I had like 2 glasses of champagne in it.
Yeah,
like
that's how I
talking
was.
to the people.
Same.
Yeah.
I was just like, I feel so comfortable.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Did y'all show anybody your dresses?
Everyone who asked.
Not Matthew.
Even people who, so Gil didn't see it, but everyone in the whole world besides
It is
Gil
fun.
saw
It's a
it.
big thing though now, not to show your dress. Because people will be like, are you showing your dress? I'm like,
I got like
already
judgment.
pulling up the picture.
No, like people are like, you showed your dress. I was like, to anyone and everyone that asked and didn't ask, yes, I did.
Also, it's like, I don't fully remember ever what someone's dress looks like.
No.
And it
they last
never,
You told me. You were like, no one's going to actually remember.
and no one also like, it's not the same when you're all dressed up and walking down the aisle. It's completely different.
It's
It
totally different.
It's so different. But yeah, I showed everyone. I remember I showed my mother-in-law, and because she, for some reason, hadn't seen it yet. And she was like, oh my God. And she
My
like,
mother-in-law
started tearing
forgets
up.
every single time.
Aw.
Oh,
She's like, Mary Lee, why haven't you shown me your dress? Oh, you have.
You have.
You're like,
No, yeah,
you know.
Mary was like, she like was tearing up. She's like, it's so perfect.
Right.
But yeah, like I showed like random bar friends. Like I showed anyone and everyone.
Same. I know like Anna Bridget, my sister-in-law to be, so she was a COVID bride.
Mm-hmm.
So she bought her dress and then got pushed,
Mhm.
and she didn't wear it. And then by the
wow.
closer to it, she was like, I'm just not showing anyone because she's like, I feel like everyone's forgotten. So like, I kind of want it to be a surprise. And like everyone had. But
yeah,
I think it's like a surprise no matter what.
It
like,
is.
you
it
look-
is.
And
I
I'm not
didn't
saying
show it.
look different on your wedding day.
No,
like
but
if
you
want to
do.
look like yourself and do natural makeup, like which I want to do, and I think all of us like pretty much did. But it is just a different vibe.
Yeah.
It is.
You have a different glow about
And you show someone like 8 months before you get married. Like it's not like you're showing them consistently.
Also, I show people like usually the pics of it on a model and not the pics of it on me. The
Well,
pictures
that's
of it
one
on me,
thing.
my face, I look distorted.
Well, that's the thing. So I didn't show a ton of people. If people asked, and we like, there's random people that I would see at bars, and they would be like, "Oh yeah, like what's your dress?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, let me show you."
Yeah.
You don't matter.
You're not coming anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah, take a look. It's all you're gonna get.
all you ever get.
But I was like, I don't even like. I look like distraught here.
No. At one point they were like, Marshall, are you going to smile?
Mine look terrible, you guys. I'm like straight facing the camera.
Yeah.
Or I'm like talking to my mom on FaceTime and they were taking a picture. So I'm like,
Yeah,
talking,
my mom
or
was
my
taking the
mouth
pictures and
open.
she likes taking pictures when I'm talking for some
oh my God, you guys, if
so
my mom was there and taking pictures, she would have gotten like half a picture of every dress.
her finger in the middle.
So was there anything in hindsight that you wish that you had done differently?
Honestly, no. I know it sounds like really cliche, but like I loved my experience. I'm glad I did it the way I did it. I love my dress and the second dress. I loved my whole thing.
I love my dress and I'm like really excited. I haven't worn mine yet, but I do kind of wish
Not around the house at all.
Oh, no. Whatever. I haven't like gone down the aisle. But I do kind of wish I did go with my mom.
Mhm.
Other than that, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, I don't.
Yeah. It
That
worked.
sounds like I'm like, I
worked out,
have
yeah.
the dress I know I'm supposed to have. I don't feel like I got like cheated in any way.
Sure.
Yeah.
And Yeah. Like, that's that on that.
What about you, Caitlin?
No, I don't think. I mean, the only thing I think that in hindsight, I may have gone somewhere and just tried on dresses
Yeah.
to get a better idea of like what actually looks good on me and what I want. I love how everything turned out. Like, and like,
But that gets scary. I mean, like trying on a bunch of dresses.
Yeah.
Like if you try on too many, it can like feel very overwhelming
Yeah.
with all the options, and you like, will
Exactly.
hit a point of like breaking. So like then you have to sleep on it, and then you don't get the 10% discount.
And look what you did.
yeah.
That's that 10% is like the taxes. That's what I always tell Matthew when I type his email into a new shopping site.
I'm like, look, I'm
Yeah, I
saving you
know.
money here.
I'm like, can you give me the code that just came to your email like at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday?
Just send it right over. That's all I need. I don't need any extra comments.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, it's you don't want to try on too many.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. And I feel like we all kind of were probably a little lucky in that.
Yeah.
Of having tried on less than.
Well, one of my friends said this, and it's not the most greatest thing to say, but she was like, "You're a size 2. It's not like dresses look bad on you."
My mom said the same.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, she's like, "You're gonna find a dress. It's not gonna be like insanely hard."
Yeah,
Yeah.
my mom was like,
Some
I
people
mean,
we're very lucky,
yes,
the
yeah.
3 of us.
Yeah, you kind of do have to like take that into consideration. Like my
Yeah.
mom said the same. She's like, I mean,
Some people
everything's
do
gonna
not.
look good.
Yeah, some people do not find their dress like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, very fortunate.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Alterations. Yeah.
yeah. So going into every dress is this
And
what-
how we think they're perfect when
Yeah.
you try them on, and
Yeah.
then they like come back, and then like so for mine, it was like they take your measurements, and it's like it's going to be
yours
custom
must have been
made,
so detailed. Marshall had so much
Yeah.
beading on her
Mhm.
dress.
full beading, like, and so I remember. So I get it back. And they're like, yeah, we're just like, we suggest. So my place did not have I don't know if yours did or yours in Chicago, so I don't know.
I know. I went to a
Did it
random
have
place.
like an in-house alterations? Mine
No.
didn't either, but they have someone they suggested. And so she's local, and I
I
went,
think that's most places.
yeah, I think so.
They
Like,
had one in Chicago, and they were like, "What do you want me to do?" And I was like, "Just ship it to me.
Yeah.
I'm never coming back here." Matthew made me stay in Chicago for a week, and we had nothing to do except be tourists. Like
you're never coming back. Yeah.
I've seen it all. Chicago.
Deep dish.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so I like went, and when I was like, well, it's, made to order. I was like, what has to be done? Oh, a lot, $1,000 worth had to be done. And granted, I think that might have been 2 dresses.
Also, like if you have to get like the hem done, and it's like has like a crinoline under it and
Yeah.
stuff, it's like
Yeah.
I bought 6-inch heels. Which at first I did that because my grandmother had similar ones and I really wanted to match her. And so they had to have a platform.
Yeah.
So they're very tall. So I got lucky. I don't have to hem my dress.
Wow.
But then I was like, what if I like didn't have a dress that was long enough? Because I did not think like when I was ordering
Yeah,
like really
to your
tall
shoes.
platform heels, like, oh my God, my dress might not be long enough. It is like just long enough,
So
basically.
Wow.
I had to sign something that said I would not get heels that were more than 3.5 inches.
What?
Because of like it's all custom. Like it was like, so we cannot be responsible. Like if you get higher heels, it's not gonna work. Like it's gonna your dress is gonna be too
If
short.
I'm ordering it, if I'm paying for it custom, I would be like, make it longer.
Well, it was like, all right, like once you throw it in, and like this is what we're submitting and everything.
So that was like part of
So
your
it was
contract.
part of the contract that like it was like, okay, like it's going to be like you can't have over 3.5-inch heels.
The freaking contract.
That's
guys.
nuts.
But it was like, I mean, I was glad I had that though. So like, because I didn't get my heels for my shoes until like probably a month before my
Wait, can we
wedding,
tell a really funny story?
if you want to.
Caitlin and Marshall had the same wedding shoes, and it's because after Caitlin found her dress and then she found her veil and it had some pearls on it. And I said, I know exactly what wedding shoes you need to get. And they were Marshall's. And we literally went to the mall and got these Jimmy Choo shoes. I was like, you have to say I do and chew. Or else, Caitlin.
To be fair though, I had a backup pair because when I tried them on, I love them so much. But I was like, I don't know, they don't have a back on
Yeah,
them.
they
And
are
I have a very
risky.
Yeah, I have a very narrow.
It was a block heel.
It is a
Yeah.
I had to have a block heel because I got married
Yeah.
outside, and so I got a pair of.
Wore a stiletto to Marshall's wedding, sank the whole time.
I told you to have.
My like
Literally, she's like, I have a
not my
stiletto.
date, but my whoever it was who walked with me basically like held me
Carried
up
you.
and everything.
Yeah, I was like, I'm getting married outside. It's grass. And it's like, I think I gave so many details of everything.
No, you did. She made a PowerPoint, you
I
guys,
did.
for our bridesmaids dresses. Marshall was like, get whatever kind of bridesmaids dress
That's
you want. It just
not-
has to be black. But here's a PowerPoint on all the stipulations.
So Mary Lily decides to wear stilettos in the grass, and then it shooketh that
Woof.
she was sinking.
How good did I look?
Your heels were very, very, very cute. I will
The
say.
photographer was like, you look really good.
I know. And they kept like,
Of course.
you do have like, I feel like out of all my bridesmaids, like you probably have the most like solo shots. I feel like you like with like, there's one when you have like your champagne glass.
Oh
Like
man, no,
this.
they loved me.
I know. I actually usually make friends.
It's
with
because I was like
photographers.
laying on the ground while you were like getting ready, and I was like posing for them, like joking around.
But he was like, this is great for my portfolio.
Yeah, he's like, I love this.
He's like, who's this
Yeah.
girl rolling around on the ground?
she's like, she has no shame. Let me take pics.
oh my gosh.
No,
I was just like playing music, like I don't know.
Yeah, no, but I had a backup pair. So we did have it the same, but I only
Yeah.
wore them to the rehearsal dinner because as I like, in the rehearsal, because as I'm like walking down, I was like, I think this is not going to end well for me.
Yeah.
So I wore my backup pair, but they were still great. They were also block heels,
Yeah. Love a block heel.
especially in the grass.
Yeah.
Do you love that?
We were in gravel. So
Ooh,
that was
yeah.
necessary.
Yes, yes.
I
But those
told
are
her-
great shoes. I
Did
think
you-
I
Yeah.
think I'm going to wear them to my brother-in-law's wedding.
There you go.
I'm a stiletto girly, but I did get a block heel because I have a really tall platform for my shoe.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you just started the alterations process though, and you don't have to get any length taken off because of the heel.
Yeah.
And then
I
you're
just
getting
have to get it
some-
taken in the waist because it's heavy and strapless.
Yeah.
My future husband's hopefully not listening. Who cares? Everyone else in the world knows what my dress looks like. And so I had to get it just cinched as much as possible in the waist so it won't fall down. But like also it's nice that she's like, we're not going to take it in up top. I'm like, perfect. So it's like kind of loose up top. I'm like, great. I won't have armpit fat.
Yeah, because you
Oh,
don't want
yeah.
the back fat or anything.
Yeah.
Because it does like
But she was
Suck
like,
you in.
she's sewing up the pockets in my dress. I didn't even
Oh,
know
really?
I had
You have
pockets.
pockets?
I had no
Oh.
idea. She was, do you care if I sew up the pockets? I was like, I like looked at my mom. I'm like,
what are you
No.
scared?
Yeah, you don't have anything to put in them.
yeah,
I don't know,
my
maybe a
mom
vape
would
or
kill
something.
me.
Just
Marsha,
kidding.
What'd you say?
Vape.
not me.
You don't even.
Yeah.
My mom would say, you can't put anything in your pockets. It ruins the line of a dress.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like, why would I need pockets in a wedding dress?
No,
Yeah.
you definitely
That's
don't.
such a like verklempt thing.
Yeah.
I
And
can't believe it
that
has
is the
pockets.
only word I can think of for it is no one should put pockets in a wedding dress.
Don't buy that. Don't
Yeah.
do it.
It shouldn't be a thing you look for.
You don't
yeah.
need them.
No.
I made everybody carry the things they needed.
I stuck a
never
bunch
knew.
of stuff in my boobs at Caitlin's wedding.
As long as the bride doesn't have to carry it, doesn't matter.
Yeah, who
I
cares?
never knew who had any of my stuff, but at the
No.
moment I was like, "Where's my phone?" Someone brought it.
Oh, me. I threw it in Caitlin's bag and she like thought she lost it. Whatever.
A plus.
A plus.
A plus.
You guys-
maid of honor.
I tried really hard.
You did a great job. I was actually, well, not surprising. As Mary Lily said, I'm 5'2". I had my dress, part of it like shortened. They were like, it bubbles here. And they were like, do you want to leave it?
They're
And
like,
I
we
was
need to shorten the bodice. We're not going to hem it.
Leave it.
and I was like, no, I don't want to leave it. Shorten it.
Fix it to my
Fix
body.
Yeah. But no, it was not at the place I bought it. It was somewhere else.
Okay, let's go on to the very last subject, dress regret.
None.
But know that it's like a very real thing.
It is
Yeah.
a real thing,
You
especially
have
if
to
you
make
keep
sh-
looking.
Yeah.
What did
and
you
that's your
guys
problem.
do to avoid that?
I didn't keep looking and I canceled my next appointment and I unfollowed the wedding dress designers on Instagram. And then I didn't, like on Pinterest or whatever I was on, I did not look at any other because I was like, I love my dress. I don't want to be sad about it. So, but I did look on TikTok and a lot of like girls were like, I don't like my dress anymore. And they explained why they didn't like it. And it's because they kept looking and they kept trying on dresses.
Yeah.
And then you get confused.
I didn't try anything else on.
And
And
you
I
didn't look at more or did you like hide stuff on Instagram or like Pinterest so you didn't have to see it or like no?
no, you just didn't look.
Yeah.
Well, I'm chronically online.
I
so.
don't care. Yeah. I can see it all. And you know what I say? God, I'm going to look so much better. And that's why it's so toxic for me to be on Instagram.
But you're back.
Life in general is toxic.
Okay, Marshall.
Aren't we all, though?
She's back on the gram.
You guys, my screen time, I gave up Instagram for Lent. My screen time got down to 25 minutes a day.
Oh, wow.
I'm not kidding. I have screenshots of that.
Wow.
And then this week, I'm finally like fully back to being on Instagram. 5 hours.
Dang.
I was like, and that's gone.
That's there went that.
Yeah. I thought I was good for 2 hours.
No,
20 minutes.
The first one I had 46 minutes. Isn't
That's
that
insane.
Matthew was like, wait, for the week? I was like, can you get a grip?
But that's why you have 1,100 unread text messages.
Right now I have 1209.
Oh, that's insane.
So, like, you didn't look at any of those during Lent?
I like read a bunch of our text messages.
Who is, like, are they from stores or?
No, I'm in like so many groups. I don't know.
I hate groups.
Oh, I feel like groups, so I just click them and then I'm
I
like,
do too,
who
and I
cares?
don't look at them at all.
Team Money, Personally Family, a friend, a group, you guys, a store. But I opened the text. Another group. Like, I'm not like.
Go down.
Oh, did you see that you can now read a text message and then mark it as unread like email?
Yeah.
Oh, you can?
Well, I always.
Yep.
just go
You
like-
clear out your, like,
Yeah, I go like that.
I actually don't do that, but I don't know. For someone, like, I have literally, I have so many unread emails, but who
Yeah.
cares?
Anywho.
All right.
So no dress regret,
well,
but still unread
I
text
just think like
messages.
fall in love with your dress. I think I was so in love with my dress when I saw other people's dresses. I was like, I'm convinced. I'm not
Yeah.
conceited. I'm convinced. I got the best
it
dress.
validated it.
Did y'all cry?
I did a little bit, but not a
Yeah.
lot. Also, I was alone.
I didn't cry, but I don't cry.
I like have found, I feel like that like now that it's actually happening to me, I feel like I'm so like anxious about what's
Mhm.
going on. Like I'm not crying. I
Yeah.
have so much other
Yeah.
stuff on my mind. I like don't have time to be emotional. And
Yeah.
maybe I'm emotional later, but like in the moment, I'm like heavy breathing.
Yeah. I cried a little bit.
Mhm.
I think it was when I
cried
saw
on
my-
8
cried.
lines, I think.
when I saw my mom
Yeah.
cry, I was like,
Yeah. No, my mom cried a little bit, but not a lot. I was just like, I think I was just so happy.
yeah. It was just like
Like-
a couple tears.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, like giddy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't happen often, so I remember.
Really?
Yeah. You
That's
experienced
serious.
emotions.
Yeah.
That's a severe emotion for me. Sticks out in mind.
Well,
All right, girls, get your wedding dresses
yeah.
You should get them, yeah.
and sustainability because the coasts of Ghana are disgusting.
Also, our ocean's not good.
Well,
Okay,
it's
guys.
yeah, no, the beach in Ghana is like t-shirts
Yeah.
that say
Probably
like,
from Shein.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, or there was like Dolce and Gabbana like fake slides on the beach. I'm like, this is so bad.
Guys,
America's embarrassing,
don't buy from DHgate.
but also love America, best
Love
place
it
in the
here.
world,
Mhm.
never moving.
Until next
On
time.
that patriotic note,
Yeah.
enjoy
Marshall.
your vacations.
And yeah, we'll see you when you get a tan.
Yeah, you too. You'll probably have a better one than I do.
All
I'll
right.
go to the bed.
Bye.
Bye.